Okay, Brooke, thanks for doing this. Let's take a quick look, and yeah, we'll go from there. So the first thing we always start with is our setup position, and just taking a look at your setup position, it's very strong. The one thing I really like about the setup position is where your puck is positioned. You see it's kind of just off the side of your skate, which I really like. I think it makes a shot more efficient. I'm a strong believer when you pull the puck behind the heels of your skates, that for me that's just wasted time, wasted space. Takes too long to release the shot. So I don't think you're going to gain any speed or velocity with the puck more behind your heels. So great starting position. Your head is up, your hands are in a really good position. But you know that's what it's the foundation of a shot, and you definitely have a great foundation. Okay, our next phase is our loading phase, or some people call it weight transfer. I'm not a big believer in transferring. You have to transfer your weight from your back skate to your front skate. No matter where your weight starts, as long as it transfers onto your front skate. That's what I teach. And you can see your knees are bent. You can see you have some weight on your right foot. And as you step forward, you can see you are now transferring your weight onto your front skate. So let's just take a quick look at this. So you got all your weight going onto your lead skate, okay, which is awesome. Weight on your front skate, your bottom hand is driving towards the target. Another good position. Okay, let's kind of look at your next phase. We kind of went through it, but I'll just back up your video a little bit. Is you're flexing your stick. Okay, your bottom hand is driving forward. Okay, there. You can see your hands are in great position. You can see your stick is flexing. You're using your stick. And then you can see the bottom part of your body is driving through the puck. Okay, another real good position. One thing I really like is let's see if I can get it up here. I like that position. I like how you have some space between your left shoulder and your top hand, which is going to help you create some velocity with your shot. Okay, let's now get into our release. Let's clear this. Take a quick look. Okay. Like we said before, your bottom hand is driving towards the target. It looks like your blade is staying fairly square. Really good position, really good movement, pulling your top hand hard back against your body, right? You're definitely going to create some more velocity doing that motion. I call it casting, like casting a fishing rod. I don't, you can use the push pull, which is great too, but I use the frame casting. So really, really good position. Your weight, you can see almost all your weight is finishing on your left skate. Your belly button is now facing the target, which means you've really activated your right hip. It's just a really good finish position with your eyes facing the target. Okay, now it's really tough to kind of analyze the last part of it, but I think I can see it from just watching your hands. It's the follow through. So one thing I like to teach is your follow through is the toe of your stick pointing at your target, which I can see it is, but I can't see where the toe is facing. So what I call neutral toe, which means the toe of your stick is basically facing directly up to the ceiling. Open toe would be your toe turning to the right, so you can see the front of your stick. Closed toe would be your stick turning to the left, so you can see the back of your stick. So it looks like how your hands are positioned. You're finishing in a neutral position. That's what I call neutral. Now, next video you send me, try and do the panoramic view, like more of the so I can see the end of your stick, so the long view, so I can just kind of look at your finish more. So one of the things I always do when I do these analysts is I draw 3 lines. Okay, so one of the first things that I think to create power is your finish position, which is what we're looking at now. Okay, so I'm gonna draw 3 lines. Hopefully I can do this. So I kind of take a line from your front leg knee or your toe. Okay, then I take another line. I'll just make it a different color. Okay, another line from the top, like basically the top of your head, right down to the ice. Now those lines aren't supposed to be together. They're actually supposed to be a little bit wider apart. And then the third line, which I call the money line, is how much lean you have. So I kind of take it from your hip, kind of through the top of your head, okay? So you can see you're leaning into the shot, right? Which is what we want to see. The last thing we want to see, which we're not seeing from you, but the last thing we want to see is we don't want to see is a line here, okay, from your knee, and then line from your nose. But again, we're not seeing them. I'm just showing this as an example. Okay. Now, when we have these lines together, this is what happens with your torso. Your torso literally, like, you almost have 3 lines together, and you don't have that, which is great. Okay, you are in a good fitness position. Now, let's go back to the money shot. Okay, in a perfect position, or a perfect world, excuse me, I would rather have you, and this is just a small detail, that's kind of how I am, I'd like to see you leaning a little bit more. Okay, so let's draw a line from your toe, or your knee, sorry. And then if we can get your head out a little bit more, not much, a little bit more, okay, that would help with this red line going up here. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to clear this now. Again, I think everything looks great. I really do. I'm really happy with the foundation you have for a shot. The one thing I would definitely continue to work on what you're doing, but one thing I would like you to focus on is not shooting every shot. Oops, sorry, let me clear that. Not shooting every shot off your left skate. Okay, so I want you to start working on bringing your right foot forward as opposed to your left. Okay, so let's go back to our starting position. So when you're here, okay, you want to put most of your weight. Right now, your weight's on your right skate because you're gonna transfer it to your left skate. You need to start working on having your weight start on your left skate, and then having your right skate step forward, and then release the puck off your right skate. So then this would just move into this circle. Okay, I know this video is kind of long, but there's some great things that I liked. And the only thing I would suggest right now, like I just mentioned, is let's try and shoot some more pucks off your right foot or your right skate, release off your right. Hockey players have to be able to release off your left and your right skate. Last thing I'll just add, I sent you a message earlier today. I need to see how you're holding your stick in your top glove or your left glove, to see where the end of your stick is positioned. Is it in the palm of your hand, or is it sticking outside? Okay. The one thing I do see when the picture that you sent me with your stick length, I think your stick's maybe a little bit long, but that all depends how you're holding your stick. If the end of your stick is outside your glove, you're actually shortening your stick automatically. Okay. If it's inside your glove, where I like the end of your stick to be anchored inside the top of your glove, then we might have to just have a quick chat about maybe shortening your stick by about an inch and a half. Brooke, I hope this helps. Thanks again for doing this, and yeah, so let's just work on that, and then when we kind of get to the next phase, I'll send you a message. You can send me another video, just a reminder. Kind of do the next video as more of a panoramic, so I can see the entire, like the end of your stick when you're finished your shot. Any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. Thanks, Brooke.